Hello friends, and welcome to my channel, I guess, since this will be the first official video on there. If you don't know me, I'm T-Jen, or Chrissy, depending on who you know me as. I go by T-Jen on the internet, go by Chrissy in real life. Whatever, it's cool, you can call me whatever. But if you're finding me through my Instagram, hi, thank you for, forcing me, not really forcing, what is the word? Helping me decide to do this, because I wanted to do it for a while, but I just didn't know if there was people who wanted to. But I did post a poll on my Instagram that was like, yo, would you like to see makeup videos for Instagram TV? And out of 400 votes, 98% of you were like, yeah, that's a good idea. Downside, this isn't gonna be on Instagram TV because I decided I'm gonna go the YouTube platform unless it crashes within the next like 6 months. In which case, hi Instagram TV, I'll put this on here, this on there. My brain's fried. So basically, I asked a couple close people that I know what look they would like to see, and this is gonna be, whoops, the picture. I'll put it right here, what we're doing. But to start out, I recommend that you get a nice, fresh, clean, moisturized face, and from there, wet your beauty blender. Mine is dirty because I didn't have time to wash it, and I feel like the first time you use a beauty blender after washing it, it's not the same as a dirty beauty blender. So this is like the second time it's been used, so it's pretty clean. But yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our foundation, and I'm going to take mine, which is the Bite Beauty Foundation, the Change Maker in shade L10. Do like this one. It's not super full coverage, which I don't mind because the only thing I'm really covering up is my redness here and here. And yeah, want it to have my freckles through, and we're gonna be adding freckles anyways because that's a thing. I don't know. Also, if you see me looking down here, it's because my mirror is right here and not up here. Camera's up there, mirror's here. So yeah. The first thing I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna pin my hair back. So from there, beauty blender. It's got your foundation on it. You're gonna apply it like you would. And I should mention I'm not using a primer because I only use a primer if I'm going to be doing something that takes. Let me rephrase that. I don't wear a primer unless I'm going somewhere where I need a lot of staying power. So I'm not gonna use a primer. But when I do like with this foundation, I haven't tried the one that Bite made, but I do like the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. I feel like that is one of the few primers that actually does anything important. For instance, I get a little smile line right here. When I wear that primer, it doesn't crease. Do I care that it creases on a daily basis? Not really. Okay, so now that you're successfully pale, I like to take a little bit of concealer. I get a little bit of redness right on top of my cheeks here and right below them. So I'm just going to cover this little spot with concealer and this little spot just because those are the two things that I do want to cover up. We're going to be applying blush up here. So there's not really a need to cover that up when I'm already going to emphasize it anyways. And I am using the NYX Pretty Fresh, no, ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer in Fair 07. also gonna put it on my little demons there. And this isn't normally the concealer I would use. I normally like the N10, but unfortunately they didn't have it when I purchased this. And I wanted something that would just work. So, and then I'm just taking a little bit up top here to kind of even everything out. But I'm not fully reducing my redness up there because I don't truly care, because we're gonna make it more red anyways. And then taking whatever is left of my beauty blender, I just drag it down my neck. And up through the middle of the face to highlight. Alright, so keep your beauty blender within reach because you're probably going to need it. But next, I'm going to take the Fenty Matchstick in Amber. I know she's coming out with the like cream pans. Haven't tried those, obviously, but I do like the stick because of the fact that you can just draw where you want it to go. And I focus the most of my depth right in this section where I have that natural, like, depth. And then I bring it up, but I also point it from the top of my ear down to the side of my mouth. And then I'm gonna take just a little bit up on the side. And I'm going to take this part of it, like the edge of it, on my nose. And I'm going to make a little triangle to give the idea of a button nose. And then 2 lines here. And straight up. You take the Sephora collection, no, Pro Flawless Foundation brush in 56. And I'm going to do circle motions along the temple. And I'm bringing this to my eyebrow because that's where I want color to go anyways with our blush. So we might as well just blend everything up to it anyways and just make it look seamless. And I try to keep this part as flat as possible. Then if you get messy, you can take your beauty blender, squeeze it, clean up that line, and soften the front of this. And you have a nice look. And I like to keep the, like I said, the most depth right here because that's naturally where my face indents. So just a little bit more together, I guess you could say. And then I repeat that on this side. And then I'm gonna squeeze this a little bit with my 2 fingers, and I'm going to brush this down. I don't want too much of it to go up on the top. And then, not squeezing it, go right over the bridge, side to side, not up and down. I want everything to blend outwards. And same with this, not up and down, but out towards the sides. And that just kind of helps create the illusion that your nose is a little bit lifted, or for me it does. I don't want anything too dramatic from what I naturally have, and then I just take whatever's left over and blend it into my brows. Go over the center with your beauty blender and the tip of your nose. Just like that. Start on my eyebrows. And I'm going to use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in taupe, but I prefer the ColourPop one. It's just a little bit easier to use. I feel like it doesn't dry out as much. And then the Anastasia brush in 12, just because it's very thin and pointy. Like when you look at it, it's pretty pointy if my camera can focus. It's just thin and pointy. Alright, those are about as even as they're gonna get. I don't have even eyebrows in general when they are grown. And then we're gonna take some concealer right underneath the arch. And then we'll blend it out. And I'm going to take the flat packer brush from Morphe Jeffree Star collection. It's just synthetic, flat. And I'm just using enough concealer to cover up my discoloration on my eyeballs. No, eyelids. They're not the balls of your eyeballs. And then on a big fluffy foundation brush, this is the Real Techniques foundation brush, I think. Yeah, Real Techniques. I'm going to take Milk's Lip and Cheek Stain or Tint or something in Work. And I'm going to take it and just swirl it around on this guy. You want it really packed up in there because we're going to go pretty heavy with the blush. So, you're going to take it, start right on the high point of your cheek. Go back, blend it in with your contour color, and then I'm keeping it, so if you look straight ahead, I'm keeping it from the outside line of my iris, yeah, so I won't go past that with it, and then I'm going to take it up and I'm going to put it into our eyelid. And I'm just gonna really fully pack that on there. Then I'm going to take this again, add a little bit more. Then you're gonna go right underneath your eye and just swirl it around. Once again, not going past the part of your pupil when you're looking straight forward. Or not your pupil, your iris. And then you can take this onto your eyelid. Buff it in there. And I take mine on my eyelid all the way in pretty much to the corner because you're putting a base down for what's going to go on it afterwards. So there's that. You're gonna take this and repeat it over here. Looking pretty even to me. You wanna look like you got a sunburn really bad is what you're going for. And then we're gonna go with this again, and I'm gonna take it straight from the tube and right underneath the nose in the same V that we did when we contoured. And then right here. I'm gonna take a large fluffy brush, almost like the size of a highlighting brush. And I'm going to take the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette, but you can pretty much use any sort of neutral palette that has like a pink and like an orange. So any sort of palette that has these two colors and any sort of palette that has these two colors and something similar to this, because we're going to use a little bit of that. And then you're going to want a shimmery shade that's similar to this one. So I'm going in with Taste Buds. And I'm just going to set where we just put that lip and cheek tint all over the eye. Lightly flick it out. Dipping back in. I'm gonna take it and stamp right here. You're gonna take this side and repeat the same. Okay, so now I'm going to take Bitch, which is the darker peach shade, and I'm going to take that on a something still kind of fluffy, but still like a packer sort of brush because it's thin, but fluffy. So I'm gonna take that, get in there, press it in, and go right underneath the lash line. And with this color, instead of keeping it from the outside of your iris out, we're going to bring it all the way into the inside, but still stopping at where your iris is when you are looking straight forward. Leaving that inner corner open. And if you are like me, where your eye just naturally creases right here, you can bring it all the way down there and then start flicking it out. And then I'm going to take this on the lash line and stamp it in there. Same with the inner corner on top of your lid, not like your inner corner, but on top of it. So with this part, I'm stamping and flicking up and out. So up, out, once you get to the last line. And then down here, stamping and pulling down. Now I'm just going to repeat that on this side. Alright, and now I'm going to take Stroke, which is like a dark sort of, like a chocolate that's got like a little bit of pink in it. And I'm going to take that on a really thin square brush. If you just have like a flat brush, that'll work too. I just prefer this one. I'm going to take this directly on my lash line. Slightly pulling it down, but with this color, I'm not bringing it down as far. I'm just bringing it to this little crease on my eye right here. And then same thing with the top. I'm just really focusing it on the lash line rather than bringing it all the way up. Right there on the lash line. And it can be messy, but keeping it focused right on that lash line. And putting it in the inner corner just a little bit and flicking it up. Because it just creates just a little bit more there. And then repeating it on this side. I'm going to take a little, I don't know what they're called, like little dome brush. Just like that. And I'm gonna actually, instead of taking Filthy, no, I'm gonna stick with Filthy Rich. And I'm just gonna pick that up on this dense little dome brush, like that. And I'm going to place it right on the bottom. And dragging it over just to blend it in a little bit out, but not too much. And you're gonna leave it like that. And that's pretty much the eyes. Eventually we will add mascara, but right now I'm just gonna let this chill. And we're gonna work on the rest of our face and finish that up. So I'm gonna take this big, fluffy, bouncy, I don't know, brush. It's unlabeled, so I can't really tell you where I got it. Actually, I can't. Sam's Club. In a packet with a whole bunch of other brushes. But, yeah. So we're going to take this one. And I'm going to take the Milk Translucent Setting Powder. And I like this one because when you open it up, there's like a little net there. And I feel like you can't get too much powder with it. So I'm going to lightly dip in, tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to press this in right here, just to get rid of some of the shine. And with this, you can still see like the dew coming through, which I like, but it just sets it so it's not sticky anymore. So now I'm going to start doing the freckles. I'm going to use 2 Wet n Wild pencils. I don't use a lot of Wet n Wild anymore, but I've had these pencils for years. One of them is Wouldn't You Know, and it's the On Edge Long Wearing Eye Pencil. And then this one is the Color Icon Kohl eyeliner in Taupe of the Morning. And I'm just going to take both of these and kind of go where I naturally have my freckles. Like I have a really prominent one right there. So I'll kind of just go along with where I already have some. So I'm going over where I can naturally kind of see mine through the foundation with the darker one. And then with the lighter one, I will just kind of stipple in between. And on the nose, I'm going to stay away from this front part, but I'm going to create like a little circle around it with freckles, just because it kind of, it enhances that like button / lifted nose. But yeah, I think I'm going to stop there. And I'm going to move on to lipstick. But first I'm going to take the Tatcha the Kissu lip mask, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that on my lips because I'm a little bit crusty today, which it works because I'm going to do like a popsicle lip where it looks like you ate a popsicle. I'm going to let that set for a second, and While that's setting, we can do highlight. So, highlight brush. I'm going to use the Peppermint Frost palette. I think that's what I used in the last one, or on the post. And I'm gonna take a combination of Ugly Sweater and Igloo Gold, if you do not have this, because I know it was limited edition. A pinky white highlighter with like a little bit of a gold in it is basically what I'm doing. And it just kind of looks... It's very natural, I guess. The color, not the blindiness. But it's just like a nice wet look is what it gives me. So pretty much anything that's got like a little bit of a pink to it or like a peach and kind of makes you look naturally sweaty. Then I'm going to mix them on my finger, and I'm going to take not where my nose actually is, like the tip of it, but right above it. Just to enhance the like lift. And then down the middle, but keeping it focused right here and bringing it down halfway. So, the lip product that I'm going to be using is LA Lady by ColourPop, and it's... I don't know, it's this one. It's their bullet lipsticks, but it's in like a gold container. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus it on the inside and then push it out with my finger. I'm just going to finish out with taking the Milk Makeup Mascara. The Kush one. It's not the waterproof. I prefer the waterproof, but this is what I got. Up your lashes. At this point, if you wanted to add fake lashes, you can. I wear glasses and I don't like it when they touch them. So... And that's the finished product. So you could add some glitter in the front. You could even do like red freckles. It's like a red eyeliner. I don't know. You could really creatively add on to this. You could even do like a deeper lip, but I just wanted something a little bit more natural for what it is. You could do a little bit more on the lids if you wanted to, but I just wanted to keep it lots of blushy freckles, you know, keeping it fun. But thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. If you are new here, obviously you probably are because this is my first video, but if you're new here, click the subscribe button below. Get notified when I go live. I'm gonna try to do more makeup tutorials in the future. Maybe other things, but this is just the start of it. Thank you for all of you that voted on that poll to have me do this. Yeah. So thank you all again, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, before I go though, Twitter, Instagram, linked below, or you can find me on all my social media at TChenPendrag. But other than that, thank you guys again. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!